Hello and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. We would love for you to be a part of the community. My name is Kalita Miller. I am the creative director and owner of Worship with Flags. If this is not your first time here, then welcome back. Thank you for deciding to join the community. On this channel, we have a variety of things. We do how-to videos, we have worship videos, we have information videos where we talk about different fabrics, different rods we use. We're going to start some color studies. The sky is the limit. We also started about a couple of months ago Flag Fitness. As you can see, I am in my home gym. So yes, we have a little bit of everything on this channel. If this sounds like something you would be interested in, we would love for you to hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you're alerted every time we drop a new video. Today, this video is a little bit different, but we wanted to share it with someone who may be trying to find ideas on how to do storage for their fabric. So today we're going to do a quick video. We're going to share how we currently store our fabric, and just to give you a little bit of background, Worship with Flag was birthed, I would say officially, I'll say the December of 2019 is when the Lord actually pushed us to actually start an Etsy shop. And from there, last May, we started our own worshipwithflags.com. We started our own platform. That was something that God pushed us in. And just to let you know that this wasn't something that I planned to do as a business. I actually started sewing classes and started sewing in order to create worship flags for myself and my own personal ministry with the Father. So that's how this all began. But of course, he had a different plan, whereas though I thought I was learning different sewing techniques and stuff for my own personal inventory, but he had a plan to say, no, you're going to be able to bless other people and create other too. So that's where this began. I am a full-time worker. I have children. I have 2 grandbabies. I am very busy. Prior to Worship with Flags being birthed, I went and became a certified personal trainer along with my full-time job. So yes, I am busy, but the Lord called me to do this, so I make time. So I just wanted to give a little bit of background as to why our processing time is what it is, because we have a lot going on. So because I'm a certified personal trainer, I was able to combine my personal trainer experience with Worship with Flags, and that's how Flag Fitness was birthed. So enough of that. So we're going to jump right into it. If you know somebody who is struggling with how to store things, right now we have to share our fabric storage with our home gym. So I'm going to just show you, if you have a little bit of space, some ideas on how you can utilize it and maximize it to its full abilities. One of the little things that people don't know about me, I am a personal organizer at heart. Like, this is something that I've been doing way before fitness, way before Worship with Flags. Like, organization is just who I am. And I think I had birthed that business back in, I want to say about 2017. So yes, so God has been dropping different downloads, and with these different things, I'm able to kind of pull them all together. So if you know anybody who's looking to find ways to store fabric, store craft supplies, store anything, hopefully these ideas will help you. We're going to pause it, turn our camera around, and just kind of show you the small space that we're using and how we're able to maximize it. All right, let's go. So starting from this angle, I just wanted to show you how small the space is. This is where the stationary bike is, where the actual fitness room ends. And then over here in the corner, we have some Worship with Flags storage here. So here, this first item is our baskets. And in these baskets, we keep our organza fabric in clear bags, and we have them sorted by color. And because we have 2 different roles, once we started our own online Worship with Flags website, we kept some items on Etsy. And one thing that we do is we separate the inventory, because we don't have the time to try to like bounce the inventory back and forth. So one column is for Etsy inventory, and the other column is for our online store fabric for our organza. If I turn this way to give you a different angle, this is the full extent of our storage. This is the very small space that we have here. On this side, we have some storage cubes that we use. It's about a total of 18, 3 across. And how we use this is we label it to let us know what's inside, what size of the item is there. So I'll open that and show that in a little bit. Over here, we have another 9 cube section where we also store more fabric, and then we also label that as well to identify what's inside. Right next to it, we have some of our satin fabric that we use to line our flag bags. And then when we get over here, let me go a little bit closer. All right, when we go over here, we have all of our rod storage here. They separated by size. So we have our wood dowels, our acrylic rods. We have the wood dowels in 4 different lengths, and then we have our fiberglass here. We have some more like bag fabric and bolts that we purchased all at one time. We have some storage over there. We have our banner. We have some more fabric on a roll. And then over here, we have another cube that has our flag bag storage for our children flags. We have more rods here for our streamers, some envelopes for shipping. And then last but not least, these baskets up here is just additional fabric that we identified to use. So one thing I wanted to share, what we do here at Worship with Flags, let me turn this around. When we first get our fabric, we actually, like, everything is in the basket, and what I do is my sister comes over and she helps me cut the fabric. And one of the reasons why we cut the fabric is because we don't really have the time to take, like, say if we order one color and 15 yards, we don't have time to, like, every time we get an order to pull out this big 15-yard item and then cut from it. So let me open up these cubes so you can see what I'm talking about. So here we are. For an example, the top 6 cubes, these are a mixture of poly silk in small and medium. And what we do is we actually cut the fabric up into each size. So like the top basket is all our medium, and they're separated by color in each bag. So that when we get an order, we can just come grab the bag and cut the fabric. On this bottom row, we have most of our shimmer lame, our ultra metallic lame. We have a lot of our regular lame, and then we also have our holographic lame. So these are not kept in bags because of fabric. I wanted to keep them outside of the bag. The poly silk is, you know, it's pretty safe. We purchase bags that like keep from any type of odors and any type of like damage to the flags. But this bottom row, and this is just a way for us to just come and make it very accessible, and we're able to just grab it. So yes, so here we go. We just have like different colors. So we'll have our poly silk. So these are all mediums. And as you can see, we have all the different colors. And this is what we use when we want to come and grab the fabric that we need. And then down here, this is like our mixture of our flags that I mentioned. And these are all of our extra large. And then if I close here, we come over here. This is some more of our medium poly. We have some out of the May in here for our circle flags. And then down here, we have our large specialty flags, which is like the shimmer, ultra, and the holographic. And then these last 3 over here, we have our small poly. We have more small poly and a mixture of like 2 color poly fabric there. And then down here, we have all of our basic regular lame. So all of our lame that we carry in different colors, all of that is there. And everything is labeled so that we can see exactly what's inside. And over here, we do have our different fabrics that we can like label them so that we can come and grab them as needed. So that's that. And then over here, we have a mixture of, let me see if I can step back. Again, this space is small. So over here, we have a mixture of large poly, extra large poly. We have some of our small organza and our medium organza. We have our dance veil fabric. We have our streamer fabric. We have our bag fabric down the bottom. We have some double layer and triple layer fabric down there. And again, everything is in bags and separated. So yes, as you can see, this is the other half of the gym. So I use the TV when I'm on my bike, and we got some more workout stuff over there. So yes, so we're utilizing the space that we have to maximize it as much as we can when we open up here. So I wanted to say over in these tubes here, this is all large and extra large. So these are all the different colors that we carry. So we had to kind of separate them because they wouldn't all fit. Over here, this would be like an example of, this is our small organza that's in these bags. And then we have some more extra large poly. We have some of our dance veils in here, and then we have our like streamers. So like our streamers are already cut and bagged. So this is just another way to maximize our time as well. And then in here we have like some of our triple layer fabric. We're really out of stock of that. We have our double layer over here, and then we also have our brocade fabric bags that's over there. So yes, so you can do a lot with a little bit of space. As you can see, we maximize it as much as we can. We have like these little baskets here that we use to kind of like keep everything, and then we use these round tubes to kind of like separate the different rods, and this is how we keep track of how much that we have. And then for our bags, we kind of just buy it in bulk, so those we occasionally will cut by order until we get time to separate. And then some of our crushed lame, which is very popular, and some square poly. So we just kind of like want to keep everything separate. Let me turn the camera around. So yeah, so that is some of the ways that we keep our storage. And again, all of the fabric that's down here is kind of where we store everything. I'm going to take you upstairs to how we kind of break down with our order fulfillment, because once we grab it from down here, we actually have to cut it and then we fill the orders. So let me switch spaces and then I'll show you how we store all of that stuff. Okay, I want to say last but not least, but we do have another closet that we have some information in, and I'll probably walk over there and show. So this is the final stop over here. This is where we actually do our sewing and actually create the flags. Over here we have some more storage where we have this three tier where we keep like our plastic sleeves and all of our shipping supplies, our weigh schedule, our computer and stuff we have upstairs in our office, so that's separate. Over here, this drawer item, we actually keep all of our different stuff for us to close up our flags, so we have all of that here. So that's another way to store some items so it's close to us. And it's separated by color to make it easy. What we do here is once we cut all the fabric, anything that's being filled for the week, we drop here in our weekly orders. And then over here we have where we keep a lot of our thread, and then just more items that we can have closely to us. We have a cutting table that's over to the left that we pull out when it's time to cut our fabric for the week. We try to do a one set cutting, whereas though we pull everything that's due for the week, cut it, it goes in this basket, and then we sew it, and then we go into our shipping station, which is a different room. So now I'm going to go to the last space where we have a little bit more fabric that we keep. Last but not least, this is our closet that we use. And in these baskets, this is all of our new arrivals here. So our new arrivals, as we identify new things that we want to release, it makes it to this basket, and then we identify when we're going to release it. We just have some more supplies, extra thread, our felt that we use for our handles, and just, you know, more fabric. Down here we actually have vending fabric, which is totally separate inventory. Now that we go out to places and sell flags, we have to keep that inventory separate from our online website and our Etsy website. So there's a lot of organization to it to ensure that it's a little bit more fabric up there. So there's a lot to it to make sure that we don't oversell items that we don't have. So we have about 3 separate inventories that we keep track of. So we hope that video was helpful in some way. Even if you don't use storage for any type of fabric or craft room, you know, maybe you could share this video with someone who it may help. We just wanted to share that even if you have small space, you can still make the best out of it. We are praying for more space. We are praying for either a larger house, or I'm praying for a storefront where we can actually have all of our flags in the actual store, and we won't have to worry about storage because then everything could be at one place. But we are just continuing to move in the direction that God tells us. So again, whatever space that you have, it can be maximized. So if you're interested in any of the storage units that I mentioned, let me know and I could put them down in the description. Like I said, it's a very basic storage, but we have a very specific system to ensure that our inventory is separate. Like I said, we have our vending inventory when we are in person, so that fabric is separate when we make those flags. We have our Etsy inventory, and then we have our online site. So we have to do that because with so much going on, we don't have the time to sit and go through fabric and, and count and all of that stuff. So we're very strategic about how we keep those together. But again, just wanted to share a little bit of behind the scenes. I know I post a lot of other things, but just to kind of mix it up. So again, if you know anybody that's looking for ways that they can store fabric or craft items with very limited space, please share this video with them. We would love for you to give it a thumbs up. This would allow us to reach other people who are interested in videos like this. And again, we hope that you decide to join the family. And until next time, God bless. Thank you so much for watching.